Hello everyone, I'm Natia. In this meeting, we will discuss about reported speech. Okay, let's to the material, let's to the topic. When do we use reported speech? Sometimes someone says like a sentence, for example, I'm going to the cinema tonight. Later maybe we want to tell someone else what the first person said. In that time, we use reported speech. So, what is reported speech? According to Cambridge Dictionary, reported speech is a description of what someone has said without using the exact word used. As well as according to British Council, reported speech is when we tell someone what another person said. To do this, we can use direct speech or indirect speech. So, reported speech used when we are going to report or to tell or convey what someone has said that is about other people. Ourselves, we can to report it sentence or story. We can use direct speech and indirect speech. I will explain both of them. Okay, the first is direct speech. What is direct speech? Direct speech are word or sentence spoken directly from speaker. Another explanation is direct speech is a sentence quoted from on or other people's word are exactly what they are, without any changes in either pronouns, tenses, or adverb. Well, everyone, this is the characteristic from direct speech sentence. The first, there is question mark, and the second, in general, there is no conjunction. And the third, the question mark is located after certain verb of quoted speech. For example, okay, I will give you an example. Annie said, I'm hungry. There is direct speech. We can analyze. Annie said, I'm hungry. There is a question mark. Yes, there is a question mark in I'm hungry, right? And there is no conjunction, right? There is no conjunction. Annie said, I'm hungry. And the question mark is located after a certain verb. Yes.
Next is indirect speech.
So what the definition from indirect speech? Indirect speech sentence can be retold in other way without changing the meaning and no longer repeating what the speaker said. Or other explanation, sentence quoted from one's own other words are not exactly the same as what the speaker said, but the intent and purpose is the same. Characteristic from indirect speech or indirect sentence is not question mark, but in indirect speech there is a conjunction or to infinitive. For example, okay, he asked me, do you love me? There is direct speech. So, how indirect speech? He asked me if or whether I love him. There is no question marks, but there is a conjunction. What is the conjunction from he asked me if I love him or whether I love him? The conjunction is if or whether, right? Okay, after we know the definition from indirect speech and direct speech, we are going to some element that will be discussed in changing direct to indirect. Okay, simple indirect sentence patterns. The first is main clause, conjunction, subject, and verb. For example, from direct to indirect. Direct. She said, my father watched TV every day. Changing to indirect speech. Indirect sentence pattern. She said that her father watched TV every day. What's the main clause? The main clause, she said. What the conjunction? Conjunction is that. What the subject? Subject, her father. And where is the verb? Verb is watched. There is some rule for conjunction when we use
Indirect sentence.
that for sentence positive and negative or in statement, and if whether for yes no question, question word for sentence double expression, what, where, when, whose, which, how, like is informative question, and to infinitive or to plus verb 1 is for command or imperative, and to infinitive not to verb 1, not to plus verb 1 is for prohibition. And for sentence change, see the main clause. If main clause simple past, there is 3 change. The first pronoun, verb, and adverb. Okay. Once again, if main clause simple past, there is 3 changes in indirect speech sentence. The first, pronoun, verb, and adverb. Pronoun. Pronoun if I, me, my, mine, myself. See subject in main clause. If pronoun you, your, yours. See object in main clause.
And for verb is verb 1 to change verb 2 and verb 2 change to had verb 3. And the last is adverb. This we can discuss in the next topic. But if main clause if not simple past, only pronouns can change. Okay, you get it? Once again, if the main clause if not simple past, only pronoun change.
Kind of when someone says can be the first statement. Okay, the direct speech that is converted into direct speech will not change the tenses if the main clause uses the form present tense, present perfect tense, and future tense. Like I said before, if the main clause not use simple past, but if the main clause use present tense like present perfect tense and future tense, remember only things that has changed is pronoun. Here, for example, from a statement, the first is simple present. John says, I do my homework. Okay, what's the main clause? The main clause John says. And what's the subclause? The subclause I do my homework. How to change to indirect speech? John says that he does his homework. Don't forget to add conjunction, okay? Next is future tense. Ratih says to me, your friend will visit you. Okay. How change to indirect speech? Ratih says to me that my friend will visit me. The change just pronoun, right? Your is changed to my. You change pronoun to me. Just like I said before, if the main clause use the simple past, then the indirect speech undergoes 3 change, namely pronoun, verb, and adverb.
And for the pronouns, change as what I said before, like you must see subject in the main clause, I, my, mine, myself. You must see object in the main clause. Okay? And for the verb, change move to more distant time, namely the present change to past and past change to past perfect. Okay. These 2 rules and you see as the following table.
I give you example. I don't like tea. she explained. There is a sentence from direct speech. So how to change indirect speech? She explained that she didn't like tea.
How adverb changes? Okay, you can see as the following table.
Yesterday changed the day before, and last night changed to the night before. Last week changed to the week before. The next topic we can discuss also about the question. How to change the question from direct speech to indirect speech. And question that begin with a question word like who, what, when, where, or etc. Okay. Now how to change it. Okay, check this out. Step 1. The question word is still used in the sentence indirect speech. Okay? And the structure of the indirect speech question use a statement sentence, not in the form of a question sentence. You can go back to material of statement sentence. And the 3 tenses change are the same as usual. Okay, for example, direct speech. Sari said to Amel, "Where are you going?"
In indirect speech, Sari asked Amel where she was going. Of course, question word began by double H question,
But also there is a question without using question word. And how to change? The first, using if or whether in sentence indirect speech. And the structures of the question using the sentence structures of the statement structures. For example, okay. She asked me, "Do you love me?" Indirect speech. She asked me if I love her. There is no question word like who, what, when, where, but this is in the sentence. Use "Do you love me?" Do. This is the last kind from someone can say.
There is imperative, request, command, or advice, or prohibition.
To reflect the 3 categories above, there are some prevision for expressing them in indirect sentence. That is using verb from verb 1, and to infinitive, please to infinitive. And the second, add the word please, which is used to say the optimal command and request or request, using not to infinitive for prohibition. And the fourth is pronoun change from first person and second person to third person. For example, pronoun I to her or she, pronoun we to they, my to his or her. To more clearly, let's move to the example. Command or request. For example, direct speech. She said, "Get out of my room, Tom." Indirect speech. She told Tom to get out from her room. To get. She told Tom to get out of her room. Use to infinitive and use verb 1, right? There is a pronoun change from my to her. And for prohibition, there is direct speech. "Don't touch my camera," he said to me. Indirect speech. He told me not to touch his camera. Use not and to infinitive. And the pronoun change from my camera to his camera. And for request or command, from request, direct speech, he told me, "Don't write on the wall, please." Indirect speech, he told me to please not write on the wall.
Thank you for nice attention. Sorry for all mistake. See you in the next meeting. I'm Natia. Bless. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.